I just found another good thriller manga called Shikabane Kaigo, or Corpse Care in English. The story puts Akane, a former nurse who is now hired as a caretaker of Kiwako Miyazono, a 30-year-old bedridden woman. In the beginning of the chapter, Akane expressed that she wants to change from the person she has been until now. As she arrives at the mansion where Kiwako resides, Akane can't shake the feeling that there's something wrong there. She feels like she shouldn't be there. The area around the mansion looks unkept, but there is no doubt that someone is living or surviving in this mansion. One of the caretakers then greeted Akane. She introduced herself as Hikita. As Akane looks around inside the mansion, she notices that the mansion is very clean, despite the condition seems to be on the decline. Another caretaker then appears, saying that she expects Akane to do her job properly. Hikita then took Akane to her room, where she apologized that the room is quite small, but Akane doesn't seem to mind it. We also know that these caretakers are not allowed to bring their smartphone to this job. No cell phones, and they are deep within the forest. What else could you ask for in a horror manga? Akane was about to open her suitcase until she froze up. We can kinda guess that Akane took this job to change herself to be better at human connections. After getting into her uniform, Hitaka shows Akane around the mansion. Akane then asks why Kiwako-san lives here instead of being taken care of in a more proper facility. Hitaka explains the gist of it. She said that Kiwako's family is a really prestigious one, where many important people came from them. She also said that they shouldn't pry into this matter much further, since they are only their caretakers, and should just do their job properly. Hitaka assured Akane that she doesn't need to worry about her pay, since she will be rewarded later. Sensing Akane's doubt, Hikita further explains that most of the caretakers in town wouldn't take care of Kiwako if they know her condition. Hikita then brings Akane to greet Kiwako. As they are about to meet her, Hikita wants Akane to not be surprised when she sees her condition. Hikita explains Kiwako's illness briefly. It seems to be pretty similar to someone suffering from diabetes. She said that her wound couldn't heal properly, and she is always covered in wounds. It's also why Hikita said that it is incurable. Akane stilled herself and said that she will be fine. She was a nurse after all. Before they go inside, Hikita tells Akane there are 3 rules when they work as the caretaker of Kiwako. First is that they should never take off their mask and gloves when they are near Kiwako to prevent her illness from getting worse. Second is that they can only bring a small, weak light source, because Kiwako's skin cannot handle strong light since it makes her skin feel like burning. And the third most important rule, never look at her face. They slowly enter the pitch black room. Akane talked to himself about how awful the smell is. Even when she is wearing the mask, they then come into a giant curtain. Akane thought to herself that this looks so cursed. After wondering what all that buzzing sound was, Akane then sees a horde of flies forming a line on the flypaper. This was so that these flies won't hop onto Kiwako's open wounds and make it worse. As Hikita opens the curtains to introduce Akane to Kiwako, we then get to see the state of her condition. Just like the title of this manga, she looks like a corpse. Her body is skinny, a lot of open wounds that are barely healing, the skin that now turned into bluish green, and the black tarp that is used to cover her face. Seeing this, Akane was frozen in place. Hikita called out to the frozen Akane and told her to introduce herself to Kiwako-san. From her experience as a nurse, Akane knows that her condition is that of a corpse. She is baffled that someone that looks dead is still somewhat alive. She is even unsure if she is here to take care of someone suffering or someone who is already dead. Now, is she still alive or are they actually doing all of this to a corpse? Well, that's for you to discover. Go read it. It only has 16 chapters on manga decks. Not to spoil anything about the story, but the story is quite tragic. And apparently, this manga was based on a novel. Though, from the comments I've seen from this manga, it seems the novel has a much better conclusion, and Akane is more fleshed out in the novel. It is still a good read though. My only criticism is that the pace got rushed in the last half of the manga. It could have been more stretched out to flow better, but it is what it is. So anyway, go check it out. That will be it for this video. See you guys later.